Hi everyone, my name is Tasha Turnbull, fitness expert, owner of T2 Fitness. You all know I'm always working out with you all, trying to motivate us to live our healthiest lives possible. But I also want to share with you all that I am interior design, home renovation, enthusiast times 99, okay? Let me tell y'all, my middle name should be HGTV. It's like Tasha HGTV Turnbull, because that's all I look at like in my spare time. And this is from like middle school, high school. I've just been so interested in how you can make a home feel like a home, something that you want to go home to every day. So I got the opportunity, the blessing, the chance to purchase a new home for myself in November of last year. And I did it under the guise of being able to transform the kitchen. So I'm excited to bring you all the things that's happening in this transformation from start to finish, because the before looked like who did it and why, and we got this thing together, okay? Y'all ready? All right, so this is the space. Tell me what you think, what you think. So I guess we can start here with what brings me the most joy in life. I mean, it's like the top 5, okay? I had to have a waterfall island. I just love design aspects that can be included in the home. Like, I just don't need a kitchen. I need some design in the kitchen. I don't just want a living room. I want some design, a good feel. I want luxury, even if I don't go on vacation. Luxury, what I think is luxury. So I love the veining going down the sides. If I would have just got the countertops done, I would have to go over here, but me anywhere in the kitchen, I can see the design of it. It just makes me feel so good. We're not going in here because I don't know how it looks. I mean, no. Yeah, we not there. But yes, this is the refrigerator. And so the stove came with the property, and so did the refrigerator. So I did not change those out. What I loved about the owner, they use really quality appliances in this house. So I luckily did not have to change out anything. What I did have to change was the hood, because what I did learn is the hood, the air was just recirculating back into the kitchen. You know, the air is supposed to go out of the house. So we found that out, and then I replaced it. I actually got the hood from Amazon. And so that worked out. So the sink, which I love, is an undermount sink. And the sink I actually got with the company that provided the countertops. So these countertops are white. I wanted a good juxtaposition between the countertops here and then the island. So I could have just got all white and that would have been fine, but I wanted a feature point. So that's why I got the island. The white I got to go around, so that just plays like second fiddle, second string to the island. Now the white is actually cheaper. So I could have legit gotten this on the island and I could have saved me like $1,000. Okay, then I had the nerve to be extra, and then with the island, having the countertop, the stone going down to the floor, those are extra pieces, extra cuts. So I could have saved some money, but again, you want what you want, so you get what you get. I know I'm gonna get probably a number of questions in reference to this renovation, so I thought I'd try to beat you all, some of you all to the curb, and give you all a few questions just about this renovation process. So 1, how long did the total renovation take? I would say from start to finish, it took about 3 months. 3 months. Now, that came because I knew what I was looking for. I wanted like a modern, minimalist, natural type of design. So I think it's important to know ahead of time what your aesthetic is, how you want the kitchen to function for you. So some people need it to function different ways given their lifestyle, family, or whatever. So I again, because I've been doing this for 84 years, wondering about this kitchen transformation, I knew what I wanted, so that was important. Then you have to take into account lead times for contractors, supplies being able to come in on time, while you are working, finding out other things that need to be done. So throughout the whole process, it was about 3 months. Number one. Another one is, how did I find the people who did the work on the house? So some of them came from the suppliers of things. So they, for instance, the cabinets company, they work with a specific company to install the cabinets. And then I just, again, compiled a list of just local contractors in the area who people might have done work on their home before. I reached out to them, and what I learned is you gotta have a lot of people on standby. Like even if you don't need somebody for something, but if they can do some work, you want to keep their name and number, because what I've learned is a lot of contractors, they don't come through on what they say they're gonna do. They're gonna come Wednesday at 4 p.m. They might show up Thursday at 2, like, what's up? And I'm like, you 24 hours late. So anyways, that happened a number of times. So you want to start, even if you're going to do this like in January, you want to start compiling a list now. And even if you have an electrician, you need to know 3 electricians. Even if you have a carpenter, you need to have 3 carpenters. And going with that, you want to make sure you have enough people to do the job. How much did the renovation cost? Now, I didn't do the floors. The floors were already here, and given the period of the home, I knew it was going to have hardwood floors, which is something that I had to have. There's no buts about it, so that had to be there. So I was able to save some coinage with keeping the floors. Now, given that it was a complete gut from top to bottom, the cost was about $27,000. And so again, I knew that because I've been obsessed with renovation. So I budgeted that in when I purchased the home. So I could have purchased a home that was maybe $30,000 more, $40,000, whatever. But I didn't do that because I'm a customized type of person. The house had to look the way I wanted it to. And I know, because I'm a particular person, I was not going to find that. The elements that are here are not characteristic of things that are in the Hampton Roads area. So I knew that I was going to have to customize the whole thing. So I budgeted that. So instead of getting, let's say, a bigger house, I wanted it to be customized in the way that I want it to look every single day. If you would have got a new home, a lot of times with the new homes, they only have maybe about 3 options for you to consider. And I don't have time for cookie cutter stuff, not T2, okay? Remember, I've been knowing what I wanted for 48 years, so I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, and I got it. I wanted to come up with some shelving. So if you saw in the beginning, there was actually a cabinet. There were cabinets here. There were cabinets here. And instead of there being an island, there was a peninsula. So the table kind of came out this way, okay? So totally different switch up. But I knew that there was enough space to put an island in here. But what I knew is that cabinetry was taking up just extra space. Like even before I did the renovations, when I moved all my stuff in, there was nothing over here. There's not even really a lot of stuff in here, but I do live more of a minimalist lifestyle, so I don't do junk. I ain't got time for it. But it just wasn't used. And so I was like, I want to bring in a design element. Plus, I now have the storage in the island. So previously there was no island. So there's still the same amount of storage. So I wanted this to be a little feature wall, and I just removed this. I was gonna get real cute and put in a wine fridge, but then I thought it would be too much, it wouldn't be enough space, walking space, when people would walk through and maybe you want to move a chair out. So I left this open, and I'm really glad I did. And to create this is just wood that I got from a local wood store in Norfolk. It's called Woodcraft, and it was just one big piece, and I just had them, I actually went to Home Depot to get it cut there. You probably could find the same size pieces of wood at Home Depot and got it cut. And then I stained it. I stained it myself. Again, you gotta let it dry. You gotta stain it again. You gotta let it dry, then you flip it over and do the same thing. And then we got the brackets. Now these aren't floating shelves, they're just shelves. I liked the hard texture of having the brackets being shown. Again, you could get stuff that you could get shelving anywhere, put in floating shelves, and you can get that, but I liked the brackets to show. And I just started to decorate it with things I like these cups I got from Target, super cute, Target online, super cute. I got this plant from Home Depot to add a little color. Bowls from TJ Maxx, the Home Goods store, CB2, love, Love. So this is like a salad bowl. They have to be seen, okay? They have to be seen. What I wanted was the waterfall island so that you can have people sit at the island. So I could have also just got an island that people can stand around, and that would have been fine, but no. I need some overhang so that I can chill out at the island. So if I have people over, that people can sit at the island as well as the dining room table. So it provides enough space. It provides a bigger footprint for the countertop. So there's just more to see, what I love. And then the pendants. The pendants I got from Amazon. And they were similar. They have similar stuff at Home Depot, at Lowe's. Again, very simple. I didn't need a lot going on in this space, but I just wanted one globe, a single bulb in it. I don't need a whole bunch of flash and stuff, but just something to bounce off of with the chairs in here to bring like a similar type of texture. All right, so this is my dining room area, which I love, love, love. Oh my gosh. So it's a big change. It might seem simple, but it's a big change because this was an office. Like the previous owners, they had put in an office here, and I'm like, who the damn sandwich is gonna be officing in the kitchen? I mean, not Tasha. So I wanted to use this space to make a dining room. Again, I didn't need a second dining room. I mean, like a separate dining room in my house. I'm not like a formal dining person. So I thought that the dining room that I do have in the house, that's now my office. And this space, I didn't need the kitchen to extend all the way out. I wanted to have a dining room table. Now, after they tore out everything, I was like, okay, it's not a huge space. So what I decided to find is a dining room table that is more slim fit, that could still fit in 6 chairs if I needed it to, but that it would do the trick given the space. So what we found, which I had an interior designer help me find this space, help me find this table, this and the fixture. Ryan Wynn, he found the table, which is I love because it's just slim fit, and I like that the stem has a little bit of a feature point. It's not just like some wood sticks going down to the floor, but the base kind of fans out. It's still champagne colored, kind of similar to the pulls that we have in the kitchen with the cabinets. So I love, love, love the table. Let me tell you all about the chairs. The chairs are definitely a modern, more of a modern chair. Love it, very comfortable. I wanted gray. Again, that kind of goes with the island. But the funny thing is, I found these chairs on Wayfair. So I bought 2 chairs on Wayfair. Came perfectly, boom, boom, boom. When they came, there was a QR code that came on the bag. You open up the box, there's a QR code on the bag. I check out the QR code, it takes me to the same company on Amazon. Do you know the chairs were $110 less on Amazon for the same chairs? It's the same brand. Holy bejesus. You don't even know. You know, when you're spending money, you're like, oh my gosh, like that was almost like $800 to me. So I got the second pair of chairs from Amazon. Again, it's the same company. So you gotta check stuff. If you are finding stuff from other brands, swing on over to Amazon real quick just to make sure that you can't find it there for less. This little counter, so I don't know if you can remember, in the office had another set of cabinets over here. They were over here, and then the desk circled around. So we removed that. This countertop is the same quartz that are on top of the kitchen cabinet. So the same one. So I just had them cut some and put some over here. Again, the paint is still the same that's on the other side of the kitchen. I had them to remove these cabinets because we're not trying to make an office. It will just, and there's nothing here. So I did it was just a waste of space. So I just donated them. And I just kept it as is. I might end up putting something in this space. If anybody has any suggestions that would probably go with the aesthetic, you all let me know, because I have not come up with anything. As for right now, I'm fine with it as it is, but I might end up putting something in here. These cabinets are the same ones that came in the office, so I just decided to keep them. I do need to replace the pulls to match the ones in the kitchen, but they work fine. And I kept this for extra storage. Does Tasha need this? No. But in case I might want to resell it, I can just, people love storage. So it's just good. It's just good for that. And this is the kitchen. And I was just surprised that even though I thought the space was small, like there's just plenty of enough space to host a gathering. We can get 6 chairs around the table. It works perfectly. I'm just pleased with how it came out. Love, 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 love. All right, guys, so I showed you the complete renovation process from top to bottom. You see, I got in there as well to help out, save myself some coinage too. But if you are looking to renovate the home, please do it, because no one else is going to create a home the way that you want it done. Now, if you're not really concerned that much about design, aesthetic, as opposed to more so space and function, then you can get that in homes now, newer type of homes. But if you're somebody that has been dreaming about, I want my kitchen to look like this, I want it to look like that, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. You just need to have a little patience, and you need to work for it. You might need to put in some work yourself, get the family involved. But I'm all about living the life that we want to. And we've been doing a lot of, like, I just come in the kitchen, I just stare at it sometimes, okay? Like, I just be like, man, this is great. And it might not be all the bestest to you, but child, this joint is sweet. So I thank y'all so much for tuning in and checking it out for me. And let me know what any questions you all have. I will answer them because I love talking about interior design stuff. So let me know down below.